Around the mid-19th century, in the Mekong Delta of southern Vietnam, there lived a highly revered monk known as Master Buddha Tay An. His real name was Don Minh Huyen, 1807 to 1856. He was considered a great master who founded the Bu Son Ki Huang movement, famous for healing the sick and teaching the principles of compassion and morality. His influence was so profound that even today, people in the Mekong Delta still honor his name with deep respect. Among his close disciples was a man called Mr. Dinh Tay. He was known for his benevolence and determination to travel from village to village, performing good deeds and helping the poor. One day, during his journey of service, he passed through the swampy land of Lang Linh, a place often associated with strange and mysterious tales. As he was walking, he suddenly heard the cries of a woman in great pain. Following the sound, he found a woman in labor, struggling alone with no one to help her. Realizing the urgency, he quickly ran to the nearby village to call a midwife and even braced his own back against a collapsing bed frame to support the mother until she safely gave birth. Not long after, the husband returned. Witnessing Mr. Dinh Tay's kindness, he was overwhelmed with gratitude. To thank him, he brought out a strange creature he had recently captured. It resembled a crocodile, but its skin was slick like a catfish. Its snout glowed red, flaring up like a torch from time to time. Even more bizarre, it had limbs like human arms, with fingers that could grasp and hold. Fascinated by rare and mysterious beings, Mr. Dinh Tay eagerly accepted the gift. He even showed it to his master. Yet when Master Buddha Tay An laid eyes on the creature, he shook his head and sighed. "This is no ordinary beast. If allowed to grow, it will harm the people. You must not keep it." But Mr. Dinh Tay could not bring himself to kill it. Seeing it so small and helpless, he believed he could control it. So he tied it with a rope and raised it in secret. As time passed, the creature grew larger and increasingly vicious. The ropes had to be replaced with thicker ones. It ate ferociously, its eyes burning red with menace. Then one stormy night, it snapped its bonds and plunged into the river. By the time Mr. Dinh Tay discovered what had happened, it was gone, swallowed by the raging waters. When Master Buddha Tay An heard the news, he was furious. He rebuked Mr. Dinh Tay for his naive compassion and entrusted him with 5 sacred objects: 2 reeds, a Mongko Fung staff, a magical hook, and a binding cord. He also taught him a secret incantation, commanding him to hunt the beast and rid the land of its terror. From that day forward, the creature grew to monstrous size. Villagers whispered that it lurked in the waters of Lang Linh. Whenever it surfaced, its body loomed as large as a house, thrashing and stirring up waves so fierce that boats capsized. It dragged away livestock, destroyed crops, and spread disaster wherever it appeared. Terrified, the people called it Ong Nam Cheo, for its 5 powerful limbs churned the river like giant paddles, creating waves no one could withstand. Hearing the people's cries, Mr. Dinh Tay set out at once. He searched every branch of the Mekong, but whenever he arrived, the monster vanished beneath the depths. At last, he stood upon the river, raised his sacred tools, and recited the incantation his master had given him. His voice thundered across the water. "If you still have any trace of conscience, reveal yourself. If your time has come, then lie still, repent, and seek the path of virtue. Do not bring harm to the innocent any longer." As his words echoed, the river suddenly roared. For a fleeting moment, the gigantic form of Ong Nam Cheo rose from the depths, then sank again, disappearing into silence. From that day on, it never wreaked havoc as before. Some believed Mr. Dinh Tay had subdued the beast with his powers. Others said he had moved its heart with words of compassion, turning it away from evil. Whatever the truth may be, the monster vanished. Yet even after, whenever floods or landslides struck, or when waves rocked the river violently, villagers would whisper in fear, "It must be Ong Nam Cheo." And so, the name lived on, etched into the folklore of the Mekong Delta, a haunting memory passed down through countless generations. Remember, this is not just a tale. Master Buddha Tay An was a real historical figure, And Mr. Dinh Tay was also a real person in Vietnam's past. Legends like that of Ong Nam Cheo are born from history, faith, and the mysteries of life along the Mekong. Thank you so much for listening to today's story. If you found it meaningful and want to hear more short, inspiring stories from Story by Maria, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. See you in the next story.